Welcome back to yet another Marriage Matters, Relationships Matter in our encouragement. And today is an interesting one, what we're dealing with surveys. You probably get I'm a bit of a statistics nut.
I gather.
Yeah. So this one I looked up, and still for many years running, the number one cause for divorce tends to be around money. So obviously finances, family finances are a big deal when it comes to successful marriage. So what in your training have you found that might help us with this?
Sure. Well, so I've seen couples of two different types that represent an unbalanced relationship dynamic. The first type is where both couples refuse to combine their financial lives. And so each person pays for what they feel they're responsible for, and they maintain their own accounts. Okay. The second one is where one person takes responsibility for all of the bills, and the other person, they may not even know what the bills are or how much money is in the account. Mm-hmm. Now, both of these are an unbalanced relationship dynamic because biblically, we are meant to be good stewards of the provisions that God gives to us. As a married couple, it's important that you have the ability to share with your husband or your wife how to be a responsible steward with the provisions that God has given you. And so when you have your own accounts, or if someone has control over the accounts and the other person doesn't even know what's in them, it's a temptation, right? It's a temptation to do things that maybe you want to do and not even discuss it with your spouse. And so the Apostle Paul tells us we should make no provisions for the flesh, lest we fall captive to sin. Mm-hmm. And so it is very important that both husband and wife learn how to be good stewards of all that God has given them together through a shared financial life. If you're supposed to come together as man and woman and become one flesh, mm-hmm. at the very least you should become one financial institution.
Okay, so it seems what I'm hearing in there, Chris, is equal openness.
Yes,
and
transparency.
Transparency and really an authority. Now, I know in our family, Kathy's better at dealing with finances than I am. However, she's very good about making sure I try to be very good about where we spend money or whatever that we know and we share between us. Mm-hmm. So that idea of transparency and a sense of equal authority or responsibility, very important.
Very important.
Very important. Kath, so what's our verse?
Our verse is Romans 13:13-14. Let us behave decently as in the daytime, not in carousing and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality and debauchery, not in dissension and jealousy. Rather, clothe yourselves with the Lord Jesus Christ and do not think about how to gratify the desires of the flesh.
So there is a heart to be brought in even to the finances, and if we do that, marriages tend to work. So
be encouraged.